The world is racing toward AI, with millions chasing careers they believe will shape the future. In Germany, 1 in 4 people are immigrants, and many see AI as the safest path forward. Afshin Karimi is one of them, an AI engineer in Hamburg pursuing his PhD. But unlike most, he is willing to walk away from his AI career for trading. This is his story in Changing Lives.
My name is Afshin Karimi. I live in Hamburg, Germany, and I first came here about 3 years ago and because I got a job offer as an AI engineer. And after I settled down here, I also decided to pursue my PhD in AI alongside with my main job. Originally, it was a career opportunity. I got a job offer as an AI engineer, and also I came here, and after that, I had opportunity to also pursue my PhD. And the first days in Germany was exciting and also challenging because I was starting a new job and also adapting to a new culture. And this was very challenging for me to adapt everything together. Basically, the hardest part was the language part because although the people speak English, but still the most official processes and paperwork are in German. Furthermore, building social network from scratch is also challenging for me in the first days. Yes, of course, I miss my family and my culture. I try to combine some of my home country cultures and routines in my daily routines here. Well, AI nowadays is shaping the world in every field, and continuing PhD in AI helps me to be involved in this transformation and have some impacts in this real world AI applications. Well, life in Germany is totally safe, stable, and organized, but it's also a little bit quiet, and you don't have a lot of challenges here. So I prefer to have some challenges. So I decided to also start trading alongside with my job. Well, I'm driven by growth, and I always look for more. I always believe that there is something more to achieve, and I always go for it. And I'm not the kind of person to stay in the same place for a long time. So I always look for challenges, opportunities, ambitious, and so on. Honestly, it was comfortable because I had already a stable job and also my PhD. But when I think in the long run, I saw that I'm not a kind of person that spend my whole life being 9 to 5 employee, even in a good field like AI. So I looked for some opportunities to have more control over my financial future life. Well, a stable income is of course good, but I like financial freedom, and also I'm not the kind of person that work the whole of my life from 9 to 5 as an employee. And this is the reason that I decided to push more and exit from my safe zone and look for more. And this is actually my mindset in my life. Well, nowadays we hear a lot about that AI can help you in trading and something like that. I'm the person that spent most of my life in AI, but I didn't use any AI in my tradings. Although I can use it for some aspect, for example, pattern recognition, for fundamental news, for sentiment analysis. This is the way that you can use it. But I think in my strategy, in my trading plan, I don't need to use AI. Actually, although they are connected, but I don't use AI in my trading. Well, I found it actually through trading community because to get higher profits, you cannot do it with your own capital. Then I found out that there are some companies that give you some actually some capital to you, for example, 100,000 euros that you can trade with that and just share your profits with them. And this was a very good idea. Then I decided to search for different prop firms because although this is a good idea, but there are a lot of spams in this field. Then I go through different, for example, Trustpilot is one of the places that I read about the reviews for each prop firm a lot. And after reviewing all of them, I found out that FundedNext is one of the best options for me, and I decided to continue with FundedNext. And my first reward experience was incredible because it's not just about the reward, and it's about the it shows that all my hard work, all my persistence, all my tryings, failings finally paid off. I remember a quote that it was very motivated for me in this regard, because in the first days I had a lot of losses in my trading. But when I saw this quote, I motivated a lot. It says, "Ever tried, ever failed, no matter. Try again, fail better." I always remember this quote, and even in each of my failures, I thought this is the step in my success. And finally I made it. And after getting my first reward, I thought that, yes, that's true. Yeah.
I have always supported him, and if he wants to do something, I will never stop him because I love him and I trust him. I know he researches a lot before make a decision, and I knew that if he entered in this path, he would become the best, and he did. I was proud of him. We celebrated and we shared this with our family, and that was an amazing feeling when your family sees your success. They worked so hard for you, and they deserve this happiness. Before he became a profitable trader, I always believed in him. And after buy Mercedes, I was not surprised because I always believed in him. Actually, I prefer a low-risk lifestyle, but I never stopped my husband to following his dreams, and I always supported him, and I'm proud of him. Since the day we got married, he always loved me and became every day kinder to me. And this trading didn't change it, not at all. And he didn't mix work with our personal life. Even when he got losses, I always tried to keep him calm and supported him emotionally. I see more success day by day. Every day will be better than the last, because no matter what happens, we never stop working for our life. And these challenges give life meaning and excitement.
Actually, balancing the trading with my first job, it's a little bit challenging because sometimes they are in the same time, the job and also the trading times. But I handle it with my actual plannings, very detailed plannings. For example, I got up early in the morning. I took my coffee. I go to gym, and I came back. Before starting my job, I look at the market. I analyze the market to have some overview of the day, and then start my job. And when New York session opens, I just need about half an hour or 1 hour to execute my trades. And at night, when I come home, I actually enter these tradings in my journal to analyze them on the weekend. The thing is, I cannot trade during the working hours. For example, during the lunchtime, I had 1 hour. Sometimes just while I'm eating my lunch, I also trade. But I remember that before, sometimes I I didn't work for 2 months. In that 2 months, I was actually the whole day in front of the market, and I was very profitable, honestly, because I was very concentrated, and it's very without any stress. I have my trades, and it was very good. But I'm in Germany. I have to get my permanent residency, and for this I have to continue my job. And after getting my residency and getting my PhD, I can go to be just a trader. It depends on the trader. Some traders are in the market 24 hours, and it's not good. And actually, the most successful traders just spend a few maximum 1 hour for trading daily, because they know that the highest volatility part of the market, and they come and they trade, and they get the profits. But for this, they have many years of experience, and also in the other times they analyze the market. It's not just they sit down and just for example, at 3 o'clock they trade. They have the main executing part is just in the 1 hour, but the other times they analyze the market. They have insight about the market. And yeah, this is a little struggle. I miss this analyzing part because of my job, and I have few time to analyze and execute my trades just in 1 hour. Actually, my dream car, my Mercedes, I remember that I was always thinking about that, if I can buy the car like this, and I finally did it. I bought Mercedes. It's not just buying a car, it's about I found out that finally I made it. All the persistence, all the focus I had, finally I got the result, and this is very exciting for me. Well, my future plan is, first of all, scale up my trading account. Maybe with FundedNext, get the maximum trading account, which is $4 million, and also grow my investments, and finally become a full-time trader, and after finishing my PhD.